Sounds
Do it.
good.
Yeah. So let me kick things off and welcome all of you to our 2026 commencement reception. My name is Gerard Puccio, Dr. Gerard Puccio. I am longtime chair of the Center for Applied Imagination and a State University of New York distinguished professor. And it is my great pleasure to be your host and MC for today's reception. See, Roger, I knew I would get Master of Ceremony in here at some point today.
We were working on that earlier, Dr. Puccio, right?
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. So really, this reception is all about the faculty being able to play dress up because we don't normally wear our robes around the department, except for Dr. Firestein, who basically wears his robe all the time.
All the time, right? Yeah.
It is once a year celebration where we do break out our regalia, and you'll see as we go around, and you see the faculty in the robes. They represent the various universities that we attended. So the purpose for this reception is really celebration. And within that, we hope to achieve two things, very simple and straightforward. One, to recognize and celebrate our graduates from the State University of New York Certificate Program, Advanced Certificate Program, and those who have completed the Master of Science degree. With that, also recognizing that we have family members and friends and loved ones who are here, who are connected to our graduates. As we celebrate them, we hope to also use this hour to perhaps shed a little bit of light on what your loved one's been doing over this period of time in terms of studying creativity. So there's a little bit of an orientation. Context is important and valuable, and going off and studying creativity is not for the faint of heart. It is for people who are passionate about this area, this subject. It takes courage and commitment to pursue this type of degree, and certainly wherewithal to navigate the rigors of a graduate program. So part of this is also helping you all to better understand what your loved ones have gone through. And with that, we have a video, whiteboard animation that goes through the origin story, if you will, of our unique department. We are worldwide leaders in creative education. In fact, we're considered a pioneering program in creativity education at universities, and therefore hold great gravitas in this field. And we feel it's valuable for you to know and understand that. So while you already feel proud of your graduate, perhaps having a bit more in terms of context, understanding of who we are and what we do may help maybe puff up your chest a bit more as you think about your loved one who has gone through this graduate program. So with that, I'm going to turn it to Dr. David Yates, who has queued up and will now play an animation we lovingly refer to as our origin story.
Today, probably more than ever, organizations and scholars all over the world recognize creative thinking as the essential life skill for the future. Creativity is now in every part of our lives. But where did it all start? About 70 years ago, the study of creativity became the central occupation of one single man, a visionary, Alex Osborne. The O in the advertising agency BBDO was looking for creative thinkers in his future advertising executives. Those creative thinkers were very hard to find, mainly because people had never been trained in creative thinking before. Thus, Alex Osborne set on a quest to help people develop their creative thinking. He first designed the now famous brainstorming technique, which helped, but it wasn't enough. Just a tool wasn't going to help people become more creative, so he also invented a process for deliberate creativity. After the publication of Alex's book, Applied Imagination, the interest in creativity became so widespread that he decided to host a formal Creative Problem-Solving Institute, CPSI, in Buffalo, New York. Dr. Sidney Parnes at the University of Pittsburgh heard about this institute and only days before it was scheduled to begin, took a chance and drove from Pittsburgh to Buffalo, hoping that he was not too late to enroll. Sid successfully enrolls at the last minute and attends the Creative Problem Solving Institute. As he's driving back home to Pittsburgh, he has to stop the car frequently to write down ideas on how he can apply what he's learned. He then meets Alex Osborn and promises that he will implement what he's learned. The collaboration between the two eventually resulted in the development of the Osborn-Parnes creative problem-solving process. Together, they began to move the field forward to infuse creative education into mainstream education. They introduced creativity courses at the University of Buffalo. But they were living in a time when creativity was not considered a serious subject. The courses were limited to the university's non-credit night school program. In 1967, Sid Parnes enlisted the help of his colleague, Dr. Ruth Knoller, an esteemed mathematics professor at the University of Buffalo. Together, they set out to validate that creativity could be taught and deliberately nurtured. Together, having relocated to Buffalo State, they built the first academic program in creativity in the history of the world. Though the quest now seemed to be complete, something was missing. The academic world still mocked their view on creativity. They refused to recognize the program as formal education. The final step of their quest seemed impossible. Sid and Ruth had put their hearts into the quest. They felt discouraged and exhausted. But then, suddenly something changed. Bolstered by the success that their students told them about how the program helped change their lives, a new idea was born in their amazing visionary brains. What if they could prove once and for all that creativity could be taught? More determined than ever, they launched the largest scale study ever conducted on the trainability of creative thinking. When they were done, the Creative Studies Project proved beyond any doubt that training in creativity impacted people in more positive ways than any of them could imagine. People were changing their lives and changing the world. The academic world now had to accept this evidence, and Buffalo State approved the center's undergraduate and master's program. Since then, the International Center for Studies in Creativity has been in the hands of great people, continuing to research, teach, and develop creativity and creative thinking, not just in the United States, but around the world. Every day for the past 50 years, the International Center for Studies in Creativity has continued its never-ending quest of igniting creativity around the world. My name is Roger Firestein, and I feel honored to have been a part of this journey for 40 years. The journey continues. Let's meet in class.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yates, for sharing that video, and Dr. Firestein for lending us your lovely narrator voice.
Honored.
Let me go into a little bit of further detail, again, to give you some context. I hope family and friends and loved ones, this gives you a stronger sense for this center where your student has spent some serious hours committed to the study of creativity. So as you heard in that origin story video, we trace our history back to Alex Osborn. This is a photo of Osborn when he was a young man. And just to connect the dots, and if you remember nothing else but this very important fact, Alex Osborn was the inventor of brainstorming, which everyone has heard of. Brainstorming was a methodology that he developed to shift our perspective from creativity being a random experience to creative thinking being something that is deliberate. He was a businessman, but he recognized the importance of creativity in education. After he retired from his ad agency, he founded the Creative Education Foundation and then spent the rest of his life dedicated to the advancement of creative education. We're a direct descendant of Alex Osborn's vision. So we developed the first master's degree in creativity in the world, as was referenced in the video. We have now over 800, approaching 900 alumni. let me put this into a little bit of context for you. In the US, I'm not sure about statistics in other countries, but about 30% of the population in the US holds a bachelor's degree, 14% hold a master's degree. Think about what the percentage is of those individuals in the world who hold a graduate certificate or a Master of Science degree in creativity. It's a pretty small number. We are continuing to advance and build on our thought leadership in the field of creativity. It was referenced during the warm-up prior to our formal start of the program that we are launching Buffalo State's first doctoral program, Doctorate in Creativity and Change Leadership, which is clearly evidence for the growth in the field and our position as a department within the field. For those of you not familiar with the State University of New York, it is the US's largest public university system. It is larger than the California system because the California system is broken into two distinct university systems. We have over 500,000 students across New York State at 64 different campuses. You heard reference in the whiteboard animation about the importance of creative thinking today. When Osborne began his work, and Parnes and Knoller, they were scoffed at, and the recognition of creative thinking as being an essential workplace skill was in serious doubt. Today, you have such entities as the World Economic Forum that has identified creative thinking as one of the most crucial workplace skills. And in fact, looking at the world of work over the next 10 years, it is now considered the fourth most important skill in a world that is uncertain and volatile, and for not for exponential reasons, but as a result of technology and change, it has become a crucial skill in a world that is highly volatile. So that's a bit about our department. We have a very big mission to ignite creativity around the world, facilitating the recognition that creative thinking is a life skill. As an international program, world-renowned program, we have alumni from all continents. And in today's reception, you'll hear and you'll see how geographically widespread our reach is by virtue of those who are participating today. So, small department with a large mission. We have alumni who have gone out and have made an amazing difference in the world. And that brings me to the department's most prestigious award that is given annually. This is called the Creative Studies Alumni Achievement Award, CSAAA for short, which started back in 1984 with Gary Gorski and his quest to recognize our students and their outstanding work. I had heard a story from Dr. Firestein recently, Dr. Firestein being a senior faculty member of the department and being the oral historian that he is, shared a story in our most recent faculty meeting, which was news to me, about the start to the Creative Studies Alumni Achievement Award. Roger, you want to give us a quick recap of that story?
Thanks, Gerard. I'd be happy to. In 1982, two other graduates of the program, Diane Fukarsaki, Bill Shepard, and I started a company called Multiple Resource Associates. And it was a creative problem-solving consulting firm. And we had offices, we had everything built up, and we began to do business. However, we lacked one essential thing, and that was a typewriter. Yes, a typewriter, not a computer, a typewriter. And the typewriter that we were looking at was a pretty fancy typewriter, and it cost $500. We didn't have $500, but Gary, who was very much involved with us and supportive of us, said, I have $500. And so he loaned us $500 to buy the typewriter. Now, when it came time to pay Gary back, we had the $500. He said, I'm not going to take this personally, but what if I start an award or something like that? And that is the genesis of the Creative Studies Alumni Achievement Foundation Award. Gary didn't take the loan back, but he paid it forward countlessly in founding this award. So we're delighted to be a part of that whole process that began that. But it began with a loan for a typewriter.
That's a great story. Thank you,
Thanks,
Roger. I
thank you.
appreciate that. So when the award was initiated, it was designed to recognize students with potential. But as the department grew and matured in 2004, because of the success of our alumni in going out and being change leaders in the world, the award shifted its focus to more of a lifetime achievement, if you will. And Marcy Siegel was the first one to receive the recast Creative Studies Alumni Achievement Award. And the reason why she received the award is that, yes, Marcy Siegel was the one who was the impetus behind the World Creativity and Innovation Day, which was recognized back in 2004 by the United Nations. And now every year, April 21 is observed as one of those worldwide recognition days sponsored by the United Nations, which includes Earth Day, Water Day, and World Humanitarian Day. Ever since then, we have been providing this award to others who have been exemplars of creative leadership. And so I'm proud to introduce to you the 2026 Creative Studies Alumni Achievement Award winner, Dr. Cesar Guerrero. Cesar has prepared a video, which he will share in a moment. And I asked Cesar just to introduce the video, but let me give you Cesar's bio sketch, and I think you'll be much impressed with his achievements. Cesar Guerrero is a full professor at Universidad Autónoma de Bucaramanga, UNAB for short, in Colombia. He received his master's degree in computer science in 2002 and his MS degree in computer engineering in 2007. In 2009, he obtained his PhD in computer science and engineering from the University of South Florida. In 2016, he received a graduate degree in creativity and change leadership from the Center for Applied Imagination. Dr. Guerrero is a Fulbright scholar. He's been a visiting professor at Stanford University in 2012. This is when he was a visiting scholar there. He was also a visiting scholar at Carlos III University in Spain in 2013. His research interests include Internet of Things, Internet measurement, and education for innovation. He's particularly interested in promoting creativity and education in education and research. So with that, I do want to say before I turn it over to Cesar, is that today, as it has been the case since 2004, past Creative Studies Alumni Achievement Award winners form a committee and they nominate those who they believe also are deserving of this award. So it's a peer recognition, and Cesar was unanimously selected by a recent committee. So with that, Cesar, I turn it to you, and then Dr. Yates has queued up your video whenever you're ready for that.
Thank you, Professor Girard, and thanks for everyone. And I feel since I got Professor Push's email, I was waiting for this moment, and I have to say that I was very nervous because I didn't know and actually what to say, that's why I prepared this video. But once I got into this meeting and I saw this wonderful community, not just the faculty, but the class of 2026, it was the perfect warm-up for me. And I felt like I was part of the class. So that makes a lot easier for me to just relax and to talk from my heart to all of you. So thank you very much, and thank you for being selected and this incredible honor, because it is a great honor for me to receive this award. Has amazing and meaningful value for my career and for my life. Actually, after this, I don't know in the US, but today in Colombia is the Professor's Day. So by the way, so happy Professor's Day for you all. And tomorrow I am teaching in a PhD of education. I am teaching creative problem solving. and it is, of course, I will be talking the whole day tomorrow about this this award in this experience. So I just can truly say that this program was a major inflection point in my life. Listening the video that just was played a few minutes ago, I wrote down this course changed my life. People were changing their life and changing the world. Well, it is absolutely what is going to happen to all of you. And I have to say, not just for the class, for the families that are also impacted by this program. You will see that soon in the video that is kind of a tribute to this program, and actually is also a challenge for you, for the class of 2026. I just wanted to capture the essence of the transformation, and I wanted to make it kind of in the best way. So I hope you will enjoy the video. I hope that will inspire you as much as this incredible program and these amazing people, the faculty has also inspired me. So thanks again, Gerard, and to the people for considering my name. And again, I hope you will enjoy the video as I enjoy preparing the words that are behind it. Thank you very much, and please go ahead and play the video.
Good afternoon, class of 2026, faculty and families. Standing here today is a deeply emotional moment for me. 10 years ago, I sat exactly where you are, with tears of joy and a heart full of dreams, having just completed a life-changing experience at the most prestigious center for creativity in the world. Let me tell you how I first became involved in the field of creativity. I am a professor at Universidad Autónoma de Bucaramanga in Colombia. I first came to the US in 2004 to pursue a PhD in computer science, carrying the belief that such a privilege comes with a responsibility to return home and contribute with solutions based on the state-of-the-art technologies. But my path took a new direction. In 2012, as a visiting professor at Stanford University, I realized that it wasn't enough to just develop new technologies. The real challenge was to knowing how to bring them to the market, to the world. That curiosity led me to Cambridge University to learn about technology commercialization. Where I had a second realization. Innovation is not an accident. It is a result of a deliberate creative process. So I need to better understand how to find creative ideas for potential innovation. I remember Googling, what is the best university to learn about creativity? That search led me to the Center for Applied Imagination. I sent an email and received a reply from a professor with Colombian roots, John Cabra. He became my mentor, my friend, and my brother. That was the start of the magic. With the guide of John, Gerard, Sue, Roger, and others, I didn't just study creativity. I learned to be a creative leader. When I returned to Colombia, I didn't just return with a degree. I returned with a mission. Inspired by the systemic model of creativity and change leadership that Gerard taught us, I wanted to foster a new mindset, to turn students and professors into creative leaders, regardless of their field. In 2016, we launched UNAC Creative, our university's Center for Creativity, Innovation, and Entrepreneurship. And let me bring some facts to give you an idea of the transformation we have achieved. Since 2019, UNAC Creative has impacted over 12,900 students. Last year, we reached our highest enrollment ever with over 2,400 students. We transformed the classrooms, the library, the halls, and even administrative offices into creative spaces. With the help of John Cabra, Hector Ramos, and other benefactors, we built the largest creativity library in Latin America. We have mentored over 40 startups and partnered with the Chamber of Commerce to accelerate innovation across our region. We are even integrating artificial intelligence to amplify our impact. We have come to understand that research for innovation requires a creative process that doesn't oppose to the scientific method, it complements it. We truly became a creative university. And this was not a solo work. It was made possible by the shared vision of our university board, our president, and a deeply committed faculty and staff. This journey from Buffalo to Not Creative gave me the license to go further and contribute globally. By joining Inclusive Innovation, a community of facilitators from 27 countries, I've been able to help people collaborate across boundaries. Thanks to Maggie Dugan, Izzy Moon, and many other amazing people, my work has extended far beyond my own borders. Most recently, I published a book chapter edited by Gerard Pucho and an article on regional creativity co-authored with John Cabra that is being cited by researchers around the world. Today, I want to share a secret I've learned. To transform through creativity, you must first live within creativity. The rules of divergent thinking are not just for brainstorming. They are rules for life. When you defer judgment, you practice empathy and listening before closing the door on new possibilities. Striving for quantity means not taking the first easy answer, but exploring multiple paths. Seeking wild ideas and unusual ideas is the courage to be your authentic self. And combining and building on others' ideas is the humility to stay open to the contribution of those around you. Abilities like tolerance for complexity, tolerance for ambiguity, and openness to novelty are not just innovation skills. They are essential tools for navigating the uncertainty and the opportunity of being creative humans. When you internalize these rules, your mindset transforms, and only then you can transform your environment. Dear graduates, live within creativity. In your work, be the person who understands the importance of clarifying the problem before rushing to solve it. The world doesn't always speak our language. They might not understand incubation or forced connection, but you do. So be the translator. Lead by example. Seek out your creative tribe and stay connected to this alumni network. Whether you are leading a department, starting a business, or conducting research, remember that your degree is a license to imagine a better, more creative version of your reality. The responsibility to leave a mark is not achieved by intellect alone, but by the generosity of a spirit that comes from living creatively. You are now part of a global community of leaders called to change the world for the better. To the families, this achievement is proof that your loved ones now possess the power to manage change in a crazy world that more than ever needs creative mindsets and change makers. A decade ago, I was where you are. Today, I can tell you that because of this experience at the Center for Applied Imagination, your life has changed for the better. I am truly convinced that you will be the spark in a world that needs both small and big changes. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go and change the world.
Wow, Cesar, I said to the faculty, because I had the opportunity to view this yesterday and I had tears in my eyes, and I said to them, if you watch this and you don't have tears in your eyes, then you're a cold-hearted soul. This is the second time I've seen it, and I cried again. Amazing, amazing. So appreciative, Cesar. So well-deserved, abundantly clear from what you shared, how much you have internalized this and have shared this power with the world. This is exactly why you are the 2026 recipient of the Creative Studies Alumni Achievement Award. And it's not over. There's lots more to do, and I know you're working hard. But we honor everything that you have done and will be doing into the future. As Don Treffinger, a former faculty member of the department, said, and this message isn't just for Cesar, but for everyone, you're a student for a short while and a colleague and friend forever. So congratulations, Cesar. Well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. This is so emotional and so touching moment. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. We have other awards. So as we move into the second half of our program, we'll quickly go through other awards that we give out on an annual basis and recognize those students, and then we'll turn it to Dr. Hollinger, who will recognize this year's graduating class. As we look at the other awards, I will be starting this off by referring to the Parnes-Noller Scholarships on an annual basis to honor our founding faculty, Dr. Sidney Parnes and Dr. Ruth Noller, who were true pioneers. They exemplified creative courage in the world of creative education. If it weren't for them and their ability to fight for our program, we wouldn't exist today. Here are some portraits of Sid and Ruth. So we honor Sid and Ruth each year by giving scholarships in their names, and the two recipients this year, the 2025-2026 academic year Parnes and Noller Scholarship recipients were Yusin Chen and Arnez Jordan. Very quick story about Yusin. Yusin, I don't know if you can recognize it there with the little icon next to her name. She is part of a 1+1 program at a university in Taiwan. The university, NCHU, which she attends at in Taiwan, has this exchange program with Buffalo State. She chose this university because she knew that NCHU had this relationship with Buffalo State, and she knew down the road that she would pursue this 1+1 program. 1+1 program meaning she earned her MBA with a focus in marketing from NCHU, and then came and is living in Buffalo now, completing her master's degree in creativity and change leadership. So congratulations to Yusin. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Firestein to share I'm jumping ahead. Sue Keller-Mathers. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Sue Keller-Mathers, who will highlight the next award. Sue?
Okay, so I have to say Cesar exemplifies this award. And I have to tell you, this is an award for people who really have the courage and wisdom to be their authentic self, who are gracious, who are kind, who are giving, and who also are great talent searchers. And so it's a very special award after our dear colleague, Dr. Mary Murdoch, who was unique in so many ways and believed that people needed to find a way to bring forward their creativity in whatever way that happened. And so this year, it's my honor to tell you this group is off to great places, off and away. And I'm just going to give you a little highlight of these amazing people who we've highlighted through the Murdoch Scholarship. So Cheryl, education psychologist, teaching, facilitating, and connecting adults and students in creative ways. And that's how she's giving back and taking her expertise forward. Krista, corporate work, and now on to being a creative advocate and a creative catalyst in her work and her community. And each blurb says just a bit more. Dominique, marketing and design and copywriting, and decided she wanted to study creativity and amplify the importance of creativity and critical thinking within society. Emily, changing the lives of youth and young professionals entering the workforce. Maggie, continuing to develop and share the work on creative self-leadership, writing, workshops, facilitation, and she went right ahead and got herself into the next level of education in a doctoral program. Mindy, teaching creativity as a pathway for people to connect with their highest possibility for living full, purposeful, and productive lives. Molly, dedicated to community service, crisis intervention, and the work of empowering vulnerable populations. And she also decided to go ahead and get right into a doctoral program. And Robel, as a high school counselor, convinced that the values, the conscience and creativity must be cultivated in the classroom. So we congratulate all of them. I could say so much about each, but there's at least a tiny, tiny little piece of these wonderful women. So thank you. And I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Firestein.
Thank you, Dr. Keller Mathers. All right. I'll tell you just a little bit about the award here. This is the formal charge of the award. And the Firestein Family Creative, our award was designed to recognize graduate students in creativity and change leadership who have demonstrated expertise in applying and training other individuals in creative problem-solving methods and techniques. And Cesar, I just also want to build on what Sue and Gerard said about your extraordinary work, along with our dear friend and colleague, Dr. John Cabra. As Gerard mentioned, I'm sitting here with tears in my eyes watching it. So honored to know you and be a part of your world. All right. Originally, I started this award back in 1999, and then in 2004, we lost my dad in a tragic car accident. And in 2008, we recast the award and renamed it the Firestein Family Creative Achievement Award after Dad. And those of you that received this award will receive a certificate with Dad's picture on it. Mom and Dad was a sheep farmer. This is a long night in the sheep barn when they were raising sheep out on the farm. And there's Dad again with Mom. And Dad was also a farmer. And so there he is with his prize watermelon. And so we lost Dad on January 19th, 2004, and we miss him. And he would be delighted that this honor is being given in his name. He was one creative farmer. All right, so major contributors to the award have been my mom, my sister, and myself. I just also want to let you know that we are opening up the award for anyone to contribute. So you're welcome to contribute to the award and continue it on. All right. This year's awards, we have three. We have Shelby Simith, Lorinda John, and Michaela Ackerbauer. I want to just say a few things about each one of these folks. Shelby, the person that nominated you, Molly, had this to say about you. What truly sets Shelby apart is her unwavering commitment to carrying creativity forward, not just as an academic pursuit, but as a lifelong practice and purpose. And that seems to be a theme that runs through all of you here. Whether she's designing enriching experiences for memory care residents, mentoring others, or producing meaningful work that challenges misconceptions about what creativity really is, Shelby will be a torchbearer for this field. And Shelby, you already are. Congratulations. Lorinda John, Chef Lorinda John, demonstrates a consistent commitment to using creativity skills to inspire and nurture creative behavior through others through community-based programming, facilitation, and experiential learning. And as we connected with Lorinda earlier this morning, she was on her way to New York to do an experience around facilitation and learning in a community setting. Using food as an accessible and culturally meaningful medium, she guides participants through activities that apply creative problem solving ground rules, such as deferring judgment, striving for quantity of ideas, and building on the contributions of others. Lorinda, congratulations. And Michaela Ackerbauer, a literacy specialist who weaves specific creativity skill into every lesson. I see you, Michaela. Her students have developed core creativity skills in ideation, imagination, visualization, play, and convergent divergent thinking. And they've applied them through writing, drawing, mind mapping, and finally, a live performance at a local cafe. Michaela contributed to a SUNY-funded grant initiative in which her team built custom AI bots using the creative problem-solving process. That team was headed by our own Dr. David Yates. The bots have been launched at several universities, and they're currently reviewing data to refine and expand their reach. And as Michaela mentioned, this project sparked a deeper personal and academic inquiry. How do we preserve human creative agency, self-advocacy, and original thinking in an age of generative AI? So congratulations to you all. We want to just let you know something. You all write letters and letters of support for you. This is a picture of Mom, who is now 95 years old. She read your letters last week. So congratulations, you're going to be receiving a monetary award and your certificates very soon. So congratulations. And I'm going to now turn this over to Dr. Molly Hollinger, who's going to introduce the graduates and congratulate them on their degrees. So Dr. Hollinger, over to you.
Hello, everyone. All right, so we're gonna switch it over to the get a bit more levity here, no more crying. I have the honor of presenting this year's graduates, and we ask each graduate to tell us in one sentence what they took away from their program. We're very pleased to have students who engage in discussions and are very articulate, but so that you have time this evening to go out and celebrate with your families, we have you highlight the essence, and your takeaways are just really, really beautiful. So here we go. So first of all, we have Veronica Alice, who is a home student. So we have both a campus-based program and a distance program. And her biggest takeaway was that earning this degree has changed the way she views creativity every single day. And I know the faculty, we have really seen a beautiful transformation and embracing of creativity in Veronica, and could see that happen in real time. So congratulations, Veronica. We also have Adrian, who I have not had the pleasure to meet virtually or in person. So I think you're going to have to do the doctorate so that we can meet one another. But just in the few minutes that you came in before, your energy is really wonderful. So congratulations to Adrian, who is in Colorado. And her biggest takeaway is that the degree has changed her entire approach and perspective on life. Wow. Then we have Yusin Chen, so also one of our scholarship recipients, and the way that she has come to Buffalo and found her path has been something to behold. She said that her most significant the most significant way this degree has changed me is by embedding the 4 principles of divergent thinking. So Cesar, when you spoke about your video, this came to mind as well. It's really resonating still with our current graduates. And Maggie, oh Maggie, I will be sad to see, we all will be sad to see you go, but know that you will go on to do amazing things. Your background is so eclectic and you're such an intellectual, so it will be fascinating to see where you go from here. You said that this degree has given you the vocabulary and awareness to understand what I was already living. Wow, well said, the writer. And thank you to the brothers who are here. You can remain anonymous. Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl also is just such wonderful energy. Such a supporter of your cohorts. You are in Texas, and biggest takeaway was earning this degree has set me on a path to embracing creativity as a habit. I can move forward and use my pure imagination. I love that. Krista, so it's wonderful to see your whole family here in support. You're in Pennsylvania. And this really struck me. You said this degree has turned 20 years of experience and countless learned frameworks into a synthesized anchor for the rest of my career. And yeah, I think that so encapsulates how you have approached the program with such dedication. Molly, so another home student who actually came to us from another program. We stole you, and we are so happy to have you, and sad to see you go. But another person who's going on to pursue further studies. And she said that this program gave language and structure to something that I was already doing instinctively for years. Very well said. Maria, so one of our international students who again has just embraced creativity with such gusto and yeah, very inspirational. She said that the program has empowered me, given me gravitas in what matters deeply to me. Maria, you are such a force of nature. Ality. So, Ality almost finished her degree, but then had one course that got canceled. So it was a bit of a delay. So this is the official celebration for Ality graduating. Congratulations. She's in New York. And she said that this degree has shifted how she sees herself from someone who supports change to someone who leads. Amazing. And then we have Shelby, a campus student, and her biggest takeaway that has helped her to understand herself better and has shown her ways to apply creativity to her own life and enhance her well-being. And she really embodies creativity from head to toe. Congratulations, Shelby. And then we have Christopher Spitzer. He is a distance student and is actually pursuing 2 master's degrees at one time. So congratulations on completing one. Maybe life will become a bit less hectic after this. And he is in Arizona. And he said that this degree has enriched his knowledge, especially the history and appreciation of creativity, giving him a powerful skill set in creative problem solving. Congratulations, Chris. We'll miss you. Then we have Emily Vargas, who earned her graduate certificate and was part of the campus program. Her biggest takeaway was that it's changed the way she approaches problems and has pushed her out of the box thinking. Jennifer Verbuckle. So she's just completed her graduate certificate, and her biggest takeaway was that it's given me hope and tangible tools that I can pursue my dreams. So what a beautiful takeaway. And Nicole. So Nicole is a campus student. Also, another example of someone pursuing more than one degree at a time. So wrapping up one, I think a few more courses to go in her educational leadership degree. And we all anticipate she will do wonderful things in the world of education. I have no doubt. So she said that using her creativity and the need to inspire creativity in those around me, which she has already begun to do in her students and colleagues. Then we have Robelle Young, and she is part of the distance cohort. Her biggest takeaway was finding a tool that's useful for everyday tasks and any challenges. Congratulations, Robelle. And Michaela Ackerbauer. So she is receiving her master's in creativity and change leadership. She's also our graduate assistant, and we will be very, very sad to see her go because she has been just wonderful and kept us all sane. So thank you for all that you've done. Such a creative, outstanding contributor to the department. We're very excited to celebrate your graduation, though it's bittersweet. She's done a lot with creativity and AI and thinking about it in terms of the dance between human interaction and creativity. So congratulations, Michaela. And congratulations to all. We are so pleased to see 15 more students go out into the world and bring about amazing change. So go out and celebrate with your family. So with that, I'll turn it over to Dr. Puccio to wrap things up.
Thank you, Dr. Hollinger. So now let's shift to our wrap up, during which the faculty wish to express their congratulations to our graduating class. We'll go through in order of senior faculty, starting with our most senior faculty member. So faculty members, if you have your microphones on, let's go ahead and express as I come to each slide and I introduce you. Brief words of congratulations, Dr. Roger Firestein, who is an emeritus faculty member who has the distinct pleasure of saying that he has taught almost every faculty member who's currently in the department. And Dr. Firestein, you, sir, add so much to our creative climate. Roger.
Thank you. Thank you, Gerard. And I just want to congratulate all the graduates. Every year when I see this, it just encourages me, and I'm just so delighted about what you're doing. I'm a little lost for words right now, which is unusual for me, but just congratulations to everyone, and I wish you my very, very, very best.
Thank you, Dr. Firestein.
Thank you,
Dr. Susan Keller Mathers, who brings a focus on education. You'll hear as we go through the backgrounds of our faculty members that we are quite an eclectic interdisciplinary group. Sue, congratulations. Sue, if you don't know, and I hope the students do now know, Sue Sue has been recommended and approved to be promoted to full professor. So congratulations, Dr. Keller-Mathers.
Thanks, and congratulations to all the graduates. It is bittersweet. I know that people don't want to leave, but they do. And when they go out in the world, what we love best is like Cesar. We haven't seen him in a long time, and it's just like yesterday when we get to see you on Zoom or in person. And the other thing that we love, and I know you've heard this from me, is that as you go through and you're doing great stuff, keep in touch and let us know. And let us bring our graduates, our current graduates, into the work that you're doing. So thanks all, and congratulations.
Thank you, full professor, Dr. Susan Keller-Mathers. To Dr. Molly Hollinger, who's an assistant professor in the department, carving out for herself an area of expertise which is truly on the cutting edge of creativity research and scholarship, an exciting area looking at the intersection of creativity and well-being. Dr. Hollinger.
Yeah, I think I'll just echo what Dr. Keller-Mathers said, that we love when you stay in touch and tell us what you're doing. And it's just such a privilege and a joy to work with you all, speaking of well-being. So go out, do wonderful things, and keep in touch. Congratulations.
Thank you, Molly. We're going to jump over this big body of water and go to Turkey for our newest full-time faculty member, who has the absolute best nickname in the department, Dr. Melody Ozyaprak. Her students lovingly refer to her because she requires them to refer to her as Dr. Oz.
Thank you, Gerard. So big congratulations. It's such a proud moment for all the hard work and growth that brought you here. So I wish you continued success and fulfillment in everything ahead. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Oz. Dr. Joe Udis is our distance program coordinator, longtime adjunct faculty member, graduate of the program from the early days of the program, has a great sense for the history in the department. I think especially for our distance students, they appreciate the work that Dr. Joe Udis does to support them. Dr. Joe.
Well, I want to congratulate everyone, and I want to tell you that while it may be sad because you're leaving, we keep in touch. And we have other things going on to bring you back so that you never leave us either, because we'd miss you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Joe. Laura Barbero-Switalski, who is in Italy at the moment. I don't think Laura's here. If she is, speak up or forever hold your peace, Laura. But Dr. David Yates, I know, is with us because he is he's the man behind the production of this reception. Dr. David Yates, who has been instrumental in helping us to navigate the digital world. Dr. David Yates, please add your congratulations.
Well, we can't hear you, David.
David might not realize he's muted. He's a master of technology.
I had the good fortune to have almost all of you in the very first course that I actually had from Dr. Roger Firestein. And it's so exciting now to see you not at the end of your journey, but further along in your journey. Our journey never ends, as I think you heard everybody here tonight say. So congratulations again. And as our Alumni Award winner said, go out and change the world.
Thank you, Dr. Yates. Two amazing adjunct faculty members, Kristen Peterson and Erica Switek. I don't know if Kristen was in the Zoom meeting. Kristen, are you here? I didn't think she was. So Kristen teaches the small group facilitation course. Actually, I put their photos together because their courses bump up against each other. Erica teaches the Principles in Creative Problem Solving course in the summertime, which is immediately followed by the small group facilitation course that Kristen Peterson teaches. Erica, you were here. I don't know if you still are.
I am. I'm still here.
Awesome.
Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Perfect. Well, I just want to echo what everybody's been saying and say congratulations. I always tell Dr. Puccio that it is my honor to teach every summer. And I always tell the groups, if you've been with me, that part of that honor is the ripple effect. I love to see what you're going to do with what you learn. So like everybody has said, please go out, change the world, and stay in touch.
Thank you, Erica. And finally, Dr. Blair Miller is an adjunct faculty member who is a graduate of the University of Virgin Islands program, with whom we have a cooperation organizational memorandum of understanding, whereby our graduate certificate program serves as a concentration within the University of Virgin Islands PhD program. Blair was the first to graduate from that program. So we're very proud of Blair, but I don't think Blair is with us today. And I don't believe, but perhaps he snuck in, Dr. Mike Ackerbauer. That name may sound familiar because Michaela Ackerbauer, our graduate assistant, is his daughter. Michaela, is your father with us?
He is not at the moment. He
Okay.
stepped out of the car.
Okay. Well, I'm sure both Blair and Mike send their congratulations and love to
Hold
all.
on. Come in, Dr.
Last but
Ackerbauer.
not least, Susan Rizzo. Susan Rizzo, who's behind you there, right? Oh,
Dr. Ackerbauer is behind
Dr.
me.
Ackerbauer
Hold on.
appears
There he is.
out of the fog.
Dr. Ackerbauer, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Michael Ackerbauer.
How are you? Congratulations, everybody.
Yeah,
Great
he's a
entry.
man of few words. Thank
How
you,
did
Mike.
do that?
Two
He
slides
just-
to go, and then we're wrapped up. Our department could not function efficiently without the amazing member of staff that we have, Susan Rizzo, our administrative assistant. And I'm very pleased to announce that in the fall, Susan will receive the State University of New York Chancellor's Award for excellence as an administrative staff member of SUNY, which is the highest award that can be given within the State University of New York. So hearty congratulations to Susan. And finally, graduates, I'm sure you recognize how important family and loved ones have been in terms of assisting you, being there for you as you have gone through your graduate studies. So we want to express deep appreciation to all of the family and the loved ones. When you now hear, as Cesar pointed out, in terms of living within creativity, when you hear them say, hey, maybe let's try something new. Let's remain open. Let's go wild. Let's defer judgment. Let's think of another option. You know where you've gotten that from, and you should count yourself as being so lucky to be exposed to such a brilliant human being. So thank you to the families and the loved ones for all the support that you have provided our graduates. And congratulations once again to our graduates. For those of you that are in Buffalo, we look forward to seeing you at commencement. For those of you who are celebrating with us from a distance, congratulations again. We are so proud of you. We're proud of the fact that we are an international program, cross-cultural program. So if you are coming in from a distance, know how much we support what you contribute to our department and our experiences. And you will be with us tomorrow at commencement in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you all and congratulations.
Thank
and
you,
that
everybody.
brings our reception to a formal
Congratulations, everyone.
close.
Congratulations, everybody.
Guys are great.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you, family.
Abrazos.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome. Welcome
Thank
all.
you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here, all.
Go and have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah.